Today, I'm going to be talking about content that converts, how to create content that actually generates sales in your business. I think this is an important topic. I saw somebody posting, hey, I have 1,200 visitors a month from Pinterest, and I'm not sure what this traffic is going to do for my business. I don't think I'm actually making money on this traffic. And I think that's such an important thing for us to always be aware of is like, how are we monetizing our traffic? Now, I'm not saying you have to monetize every single thing that you ever put out there. However, as an online business owner, as a coach, a consultant, somebody who's doing business online, it's important that you know how you're generating money every day, every week, every month, etc. Okay. And that the effort, the things that you're doing to go into your business are going to financially reward you, because that's going to allow you to stay in business. That's going to allow you to continue to grow and to remain in business, really. So let's start with talking about content that converts. The first thing that we got to think about is beginning with the end in mind, right? Like, where is it that you're going to be making money in your business? If you're a newer, coach or consultant, you might not already have your packages and programs set up. But if you're a more advanced marketer and coach and consultant, and that's usually who I work with, is people who are a little bit more seasoned. You already have some programs, you already have some packages, and it's really about looking at what it is we're going to do to launch and amplify and scale these packages that you already have. Sometimes we're creating new ones, but in general, what we're doing is really just scaling up what you already have. Because I can guarantee you, if you've been in business for a couple of years, you have some things that have worked really well. And so let's maximize that. Let's get that to the next level. Okay, so that's the first thing. Begin with the end in mind. What program, product, or service are you going to lead people into? And that's how we can start to magnetize and attract them through that initial front end free content. Okay. Number 2 is know your clients. Okay, know what they're struggling with, know what their pain points are, know where they're just like having this pain that they can't focus on anything else, and we got to speak to that. Okay, so that is key. So know your clients' pain points, where they are, what is going on with them. I think that's pretty generic, and a lot of people talk about this, but the more I've been in business, the better I've been able to understand my ideal client avatar and who that person really is. And we're not talking about demographics here, we're talking about psychographics. So the more that you understand that deeper level psychology of what's going on with them, the better. And so that is about that. The next thing we got to focus on is copywriting. Copywriting is huge. So copywriting is essentially the words that you're going to use to move people along the sales process. Okay. It is way more about psychology than it is about actually writing. Okay. So this is called copywriting. And what it does is that it helps pull people along the sales process. We're going to meet them where they are. We have to have emotional triggers, emotional connections in that copywriting. We want to follow the right flow. So there's an effective way to move people through the sale when we use copywriting. And it's, again, all based on psychological principles, and you're going to want to follow that flow when you're creating your free content. Okay, and then lastly, we want to create an emotional connection. So we do this by storytelling. We do this by getting out of the logical side of our brain and getting into the emotional side of our brain. So that is an important factor. So all of these together is what I use to improve my own copywriting. Every single day, I focus on how am I improving my copywriting today. The reason that I do this is because when I started, I was really good at writing technically. In my undergraduate school, I had to write thesis papers and things like that forced me to write very technically, very research oriented. And the difference when we go into the online setting is we need to write casually. We need to meet them where they are. We need to speak to the pain points. And a lot of it is slang, right? If you see a Facebook post that looks like a dissertation, it's not going to do well compared to oh my gosh, you guys, I just did this and this. And so we have to, especially if we're already trained to be a technical writer, we have to get more into the comfortableness of it being flowing and what that's going to look like. So another good thing about, or important thing about copywriting, and when you're writing these posts, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, your blog, you want to have a lot of white space because you want it to be easy to go through. It does, if it's really heavy in text, it's going to be less likely that the person will stay on that page. So you're going to want to make sure you have a lot of white space, you're following the correct flow, you're moving people along, and they're easily able to read it. So it's a lot more not technical writing, which is great news. Okay. Do you have any questions? Anything that I can help you with regard to creating content that converts? That is content that's going to move people towards the sale. We said number one was identifying what the end in mind is. What does the conversion look like for that piece of content? For that one piece of content, the conversion might look like opting into your email list. The conversion might look like joining your Facebook group if you're trying to grow your Facebook group. The conversion might look like buying your program. It can be any of those things. And when you're looking, or maybe it's clicking on an affiliate link, right, and purchasing that. So what I want you to do is start with the end in mind. Number two is know exactly what's going on with that ideal client, that person that is going to buy, that really needs that product. What's going on with them that is keeping them stuck, or that they're thinking about, that they're going through, that they need help with, and really speaking to that. And speaking in non-jargon, really casual, as well as having it be easy to get through. Those are the main things. And it's all about copywriting, that getting those emotional connections, asking questions, right? The right type of questions can be really important, especially in Facebook. So have an amazing day, and I will chat with you soon. Bye. We are going to be doing a workshop on October 1st, 2022. Have the opportunity to utilize the system, and you'll get everything behind the scenes, right? Not just like me explaining it to you like I am here, but actually the tools, how to organize everything, how it all looks behind the scenes. And I actually just give it to you, and then boom, you start utilizing it with us live, and you can ask any questions that are coming up for you, or we can work through anything, any topics or areas where you might feel stuck when it comes to attracting your ideal clients. In addition, after the workshop, you'll have 30 days of accountability, which are going to be huge. That way you can make sure that your content actually gets published for at least the 30 days following. So click on the link below so that you can register for the workshop.